This video covers assembly steps for two Brinly Spike Aerator models, SA2-40BH-G and SA2-40BH-P. Please check your manual or the serial tag on your tray to confirm your model number before starting, as the assembly steps slightly vary. The tools required for assembly are a 1/2 inch wrench and socket, a 7/16 inch wrench and socket, pliers, and gloves. Note, the illustrations on the hardware identifier page of your manual are to scale for faster identification of hardware during assembly. Steps 2 through 4 for both models G and P are identical. If you have the SA2-40BH-P, skip ahead to the 1 minute and 55 second mark in this video. If you have the SA2-40BH-G, the assembly will begin here. Step 1A. Align the two holes in the back end of the tow bar with the holes in the center of the tray as shown. Attach the tow bar from beneath the tray using two 5/16 inch by 1 inch hex head bolts. Secure fully on top with two 5/16 inch nylock nuts. Step 1B. Align the two holes in the bottom of the clevis with the two holes in the other end of the tow bar, and attach the clevis from beneath with two 5/16 inch by 1 inch hex head bolts. Secure fully with two 5/16 inch nylock nuts. Now, we will also assemble the tow bars on the SA2-40BH-P. If you have the SA2-40BH-G, you can skip ahead to step 2 at the 3 minute and 45 second mark in this video, where both pieces are the same for the remaining steps of the assembly. Alternate Step 1A. Align the tow bar bracket holes with the holes in the bottom of the tray as shown. Attach the brackets from beneath the tray using four 5/16 inch by 1 inch hex head bolts. And secure them in place on top with four 5/16 inch nylock nuts. Then, place the tow bars on the inside of the brackets, aligning the square holes in the front of the tow bars together and the back two holes in the tow bars with the bracket holes. Attach the tow bars to the brackets by using four 5/16 inch by 1 inch hex head bolts in varying directions as shown. Secure all four bolts in place with a 5/16 inch nylon lock nut. Alternate Step 1B. Run the 1/4 inch by 1.5 inch carriage bolt through the openings at the other end of the tow bars. Start to add a 1/4 inch hex nut on the end of the bolt, however, do not tighten yet. Then, align the two clevis plates with the tow bars as shown. While straddling the bolt that we just added, add two 5/16 inch by 2 inch carriage head bolts from below. Note, these bolts will pass through the clevis plates and between the tow bars. Secure both bolts with a 5/16 inch hex nut. Then go ahead and secure the 1/4 inch hex nut to the 1.5 inch carriage bolt. Alternate Step 1C. From below, run the hitch pin through the clevis plates. Secure the hitch pin in place with the hairpin cotter. From this point forward, the steps in both SA2-40BH-P and SA2-40BH-G are identical. Step 2. Align the three slots in the end panel with the holes at the bottom of the aerator tray. From beneath, run three 5/16 inch by 3/4 inch hex head bolts through the tray and end panel, and add a 5/16 inch flat washer to each bolt. Add three 5/16 inch hex nuts, but do not tighten fully. Note, these will be adjusted and secured on Step 4B. Now repeat on the other end of the tray, lining up the slots in the end panel with the holes in the bottom of the aerator tray, then from beneath running three 5/16 inch by 3/4 inch hex head bolts through the tray and end panel. Then add a 5/16 inch flat washer to each bolt, and add three 5/16 inch hex nuts. Again, do not tighten fully, as these will be adjusted and secured on Step 4B. Step 3. Slide a cotter pin through the hole in the end of the tine shaft. Then, using a pair of pliers, bend the ends over to secure the pin in place. Then place a 5/8 inch flat washer on the tine shaft and push the shaft through one end of the panel. Add a square bearing and a 5/8 inch flat washer onto the tine shaft. Step 4A. Adding the bearings to the tines. Caution: gloves are required when handling the aerator tines. These tines have extremely sharp points. Please use caution when handling. The bearings have 2 small openings and 2 extensions. These are designed to sandwich the tines by sliding through and connecting. The round extensions on the bearings must fit through the holes in the tines and into the holes of the opposite bearing. Repeat this step, making bearing and tine sandwiches. Then, while wearing gloves, slide each of the 10 tine and bearing sandwiches onto the tine shaft as shown. Then push a square bearing into the end panel and place a 5/8 inch flat washer onto the end of the tine shaft, passing the shaft through the square bearing and end panel. Note: be sure the square bearings are completely inserted into the end panels. Step 4B. Push the end panels towards the center until there is no free play along the shaft. Now tighten the 6 nuts securing the brackets fully to the tray. Step 4C. Add as many 5/8 inch flat washers to the opposite end of the shaft as necessary to eliminate any extra space. One of the washers is half-sized to get the fit as tight as possible. Fasten using the remaining cotter pin through the holes in the end of the tine shaft. Then, using pliers, bend the cotter pin ends over to secure the pin in place. Now very carefully flip your Spike Aerator over. Your assembly is complete. Hitch the Brinly Spike Aerator to your riding tractor or mower, or store in a safe location. For questions, contact Brinly Customer Service at 877-728-8224. Brinly, making things better since 1839.